minasan, Anton in Japan here, and welcome to Tokyo Renovation Diaries. In this video, we will look at Sangenjaya House, Hokuo House, and how it looked 3 months after I got the keys. A lot of things have changed, a lot of nervousness. How will this go? In this video, you will see a little bit more clear of how the structure and how the base of the house looks like. You'll also see the amazing job my Japanese carpenters did to earthquake-proof my house. They took down one of the pillars in the middle of the house and also the termite-eaten beams within the walls. You'll see that and a lot more of my design plans in this video. This is a house tour of how my abandoned house in Tokyo looked like after 3 months of renovation. Let's go. This changed a lot, don't you think? To the right here, we'll have my future kitchen. And this used to be a pillar in the middle here. I still haven't decided on whether making an L kitchen here or a straight kitchen. Japanese kitchens usually come in units and you buy them and then you just put them there. Prepare for the plumbing. But this is an old house and I haven't really decided on the shape yet. There's a great way of buying old Japanese kitchens and I'll tell you all about it in a future video. Do you remember the pillar we had over there? Or the staircase on the wall here? We have these plywoods here because of my carpenters who put all their expensive tools in there. And despite being in Japan, one of the safest countries in the world, they're still worried about getting their precious tools stolen. This. Someone has an idea what this is? This is styrofoam and we're gonna put it between the joists in the floor, eventually. I ordered them a high-grade one from my local carpenter. The ones you buy from the home center doesn't have the same insulation grade, so better to order it from the pros instead. What do you think about this window? It's a little bit damaged, but I really want to keep it. What do you think, guys? It might not match with my future design plans, but we'll see. A lot of decisions to be made every day while renovating a house. Here within the walls and up in the ceiling, you see the incredible job my Japanese carpenters did for me. You see here where they didn't put these X ones, that's where I'm planning to put a window. But everywhere here, they put up these special earthquake-resistant braces in wood. Braces can take different forms, including diagonal braces, shear walls, and cross bracing. It's really fascinating to see how my Japanese carpenters work and how fast they do everything with preciseness. The kind of wood they're using is hinoki, which is Japanese cypress. And because of the conflict around in Europe with Russia and also the pandemic, wood prices have gone up almost twice as much. Hurts a little bit in my wallet. I wanted to show you some of the termite-eaten beams they replaced with these beautiful braces. But I guess I have to show you outside instead. 超重かったから外に見せに行きます。I don't think I've showed you the outside of the house at any point. This is an old Swedish bike, Wormann, that a friend of mine specially imported. But he didn't want to fix it, so I got it for free. This one costs a few $100 in Sweden, and I like to fix things. Let's see what we can do with this one. What I wanted to show you is right behind here. And if you wonder why I'm not speaking loud, why I'm whispering, it's because of my neighbors. My plot of land is 66 square meters, and if I would scream, probably hundreds of households around me would hear what I'm saying. You gotta respect your neighbors, and you gotta create a community. That's key if you wanna renovate and build houses in Japan, or anywhere in the world, I would say. You see here, these ones are heavy. And this pillar used to be in a tokonoma, a Japanese kind of sacred space, and I wanted to keep it at first. It's beautiful, it's rounded, but since I hired pros, they could take away the pillar that was right in front of us right there. あれは最初目、1個目の嘘なんですけど、2個目の嘘はですね。So this house, the structure of this house is from 1936. Yes, you calculated right, from before the war. And yes, we are in central Tokyo. So this is a pretty rare structure, I would say. Japanese tear houses down and they build something brand new, and I don't know anyone in this area who has an old house like this. It's cool with stories, and history is quite fun, right? And there were 3 things I wanted to keep in this house. One was this T window. The second one was this round pillar. And there's also a third one. The old newspaper I had on the wall. I talked about keeping these 3 things all the time. But the longer time I spent in here, the more money I spent in here, the more I realized that, maybe these things won't fit with my new modern design on the first floor. I will keep the second floor as Japanese as possible, but the first floor was gonna be a Scandinavian floor, and these things might not fit. Look at these beautiful cuts my Japanese carpenters are making. Like they're carving in the woods and they make these ones fit perfectly. That's hinoki right there. That's hinoki as well. Japanese cypress. But the beam in the ceiling we just saw is beimatsu. The ones over there is also beimatsu. Let's have a look at the kitchen as well.
一番大事なところ、家を放棄するを大工さんに頼みました。あと大工さんと一緒に相談したことは、そういう柱とかを通ると針を入れないといけないんですね。
So always leave big renovation work to the pros, such as braces. And if you remove any walls, please ask a professional before doing this big work. We don't want any accidents, especially when it comes to structural integrity of a house. These braces within the wall, the new beam in the ceiling, and then these metal ones to enhance the building's ability to withstand lateral forces and ground movements. Without my improvements, this house has been standing for almost 90 years. But despite that, I think improvements are needed. And that's why we're doing them. We're maintaining and freshening up this house, right?
家を放棄することです。2番目に大工さんに頼んだことはフローリング。フローリングじゃなくてそういう骨。フローリングの骨組みを作ることです。
So I could have Fukamizu and Kazuki for 15 full days. First of all, earthquake proofing. They had to do it. I could never do this on my own. And 15 days is quite a lot. It will only take them about a week to do all the earthquake safety. So I also told them to please redo these floor joists that the previous carpenter failed with. I'll tell you all about this in the next video. Look at this. This is terrible. It's too low. It's the wrong material, and it didn't move forward at all. It's a pretty good and intimate story, but I felt a little bad when telling it, how I fired my previous carpenter. But you will see in the next video. So I hired the carpenters to do the earthquake proofing. I also hired them to redo the leveling of the floor. You don't want a tilting floor, right?
いろいろ話してて、こっちから入って上まで行くんですね。前にはこっち入って、最後の一段は上だ。
Yes, that was the previous staircase, and we decided to make it from the left up to the right, as long as we've removed all these beams in the ceiling up there. So now we've lowered the floor, and the first step used to be around here. And this room used to be where the vinyl collection was, with this door here. Now you probably understand better. So now the floor is lowered, but we need to redo the joists. With that said, we need to recalculate how many steps it has to be up until the second floor. You see here on the wall how we're thinking, but we did have to redo this a few times. The staircase movie will be a great one. And most people who enter the house always compliment me for how beautiful the staircase is. I saved most things up here on the second floor, things that I might want to keep. Like these beautiful, well, it's dark now, but these beautiful Japanese tea boxes, furniture, my kiri no tansu, and all the kimonos are up there. We have about 3.5 up to 4 meters from the first to the second floor.
だから大工さんに頼んだことは、それ家を放棄をする。階段を作る。これは一緒にやるんですけど、と、こういう骨組みを作る。そういうフローリングをする前に、全部のフローリングは平らになるように、これは大工さんの手伝いでやりたいと思っています。
So everything doesn't always go as planned. Staircase video will be a great one. But before that, I will tell you how I fired my first carpenter. Pretty personal story, and I wasn't sure I was gonna put it out. But I don't think I did anything wrong. I feel very bad for the guy, and I did the right choice of firing him and then hiring a new team of young, strong carpenters who I could communicate very well with. They also did an incredible job. Please watch that video till the end. I'm sure you'll like it. Tokyo Renovation Diaries. This is a room tour of how my house looked 3 months after getting the keys. Anton in Japan here. Please like and subscribe if you like my channel. Puss puss!